What's up? How are you guys today? We're going to take a look at several different day of eatings, kind of go over them, maybe have a little bit of fun along the way so you can learn what to do and what not to do. We have a vegan, someone recovering from anorexia. We have a working mom, a girl who doesn't care about what she eats, which I guess is going to be a nice change of pace. And then a realistic and healthy, which is probably not realistic, nor will it be healthy. But we'll see. So this first one is what I eat in a day as a vegan in London.
I love food, and if you didn't know, I am obsessed with Serene. So the first thing I ate on this day last week was some of their banana loaf with the Alpro Greek style yogurt, which is honestly incredible.
Have we ever seen a vegan that's genuinely enthusiastic? It sounds like she's trying to draw out as much energy as possible, but she just can't because the vegan diet has sapped any joy she has left whatsoever in her heart and brain. But that breakfast is actually better than what most vegans are eating because of the caloric density. Usually we see these vegans trying to starve themselves with like high volume, high water foods that they think are healthy, fruits and vegetables and stuff. At least she's having some dense, calorically dense grains for breakfast. And usually the imitation yogurts are pretty high in fat too. So it could be worse. But I guess we need two breakfasts as a vegan because we're craving animal protein.
Because Andrew and I, my boyfriend, plan to go into London later that morning to get acai bowls. I could literally eat this stuff every single day, and I really need to start making it at home.
Yeah, you need to start making it home because acai bowls are probably the most expensive food you can buy per calorie. I mean, it's still whole foods. You know, we always have that concern of it not being organic, which is riddled with agrochemicals and pesticides and herbicides. But in regards to poisoning your body, you're really just looking at what the anti-nutrient content is, which usually isn't as big of a deal as the seed oils or oxidized fat content or chemical content.
I got their classic bowl topped with banana, strawberries, granola, and coconut chips. And then for lunch, we wanted to check out the vegan food in IKEA. So I did think they'd have more options, but their vegan plant bowls did not disappoint.
So she's had to have 3 meals in the first few hours of the day, typical to a vegan. Hey, at least she's going calorically dense. This is bad though because these imitation meats have so many chemicals and oxidized omega-6 and really just bad, crappy stuff in them. French fries I can't really complain about outside of them usually being fried in vegetable seed oils, which is very bad. Jam is just that's a perfectly healthy thing to have. Granted, you have enough animal protein in your diet. Overall, this meal is not horrible, but if you had actual meatballs in here instead of plant substitute nonsense and remove the peas, I guess anti-nutrient concerns, or had some beans or a slightly better vegetable choice, then it'd actually be okay. But that tends to be the theme with these vegans. Sometimes their diets are actually pretty healthy, except for their exclusion of meat products.
And I had that with chips, peas, jam, a bread roll, and a smoothie on the side. We picked up some of their sweets, which are vegan, for the way home, as well as some fruit. And for dinner back home, we then had a big plate of brown rice, yes, shaped into a heart because I didn't have any other shapes, you guys, and I guess it's fitting. Some air-fried black beans so they pop open.
Yeah, this is more of an example of the restriction nonsense that some of these vegans try to do to themselves. I mean, all of these vegetables, you can virtually cross off that part of the meal from a nutrient perspective because you're not giving your body anything. You're not giving your body calories. The only thing you might be doing is stressing it with anti-nutrients and agrochemicals because it's probably not organic. The beans, maybe the only positive thing in this meal because beans are the best food for detoxing the liver with their fiber content. So, I mean, black beans aren't the best choice. There is something in them. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Usually want white beans, cannellini beans, navy beans, or butter beans. Those are all different types of white beans. And then the brown rice, I'm going to do a video on it soon. The arsenic content in rice, to me, is a concern. White rice might not be as bad. So basically, every food in this meal is kind of damaging her body to some degree. But overall, the bigger problem is it's not calorically dense. You'd have to douse this meal with oil to have it be calorically dense, or you'd have to have some refined grains for it to be calorically dense enough. And then the salsa, I mean, just some more anti-nutrients. But the bigger issue about anti-nutrients is that there's no animal protein or animal nutrition to counteract them.
Lots of veg, spinach, and salsa. And we also always finish with dessert. So today it was a fruit bowl with this mousse thing that we made using the My Vegan Carrot Cake protein powder and oat milk.
Was it acai bowl number 2? That's apple, which I'm a fan of. I eat apples every day, but that might not actually be an apple. I don't know what that is. Fruit, carrot cake, and protein mousse. So she put carrot cake and protein and blended it up, which is probably just a bunch of chemicals and sugar between the protein powder, like the synthetic like pea proteins they use, and then whatever's in the sugar is in the carrot cake, and then blueberries. Overall, just more anti-nutrients and sugar, but at least she has some caloric density in the diet. But we see this over and over again. The insane volume of foods that these vegans are eating, probably 5, 6, upwards of 7 pounds of food just going through their digestive system every day. They're effectively flushing out their entire digestive system with food volume, which isn't really giving them time to adequately digest or absorb nutrients from food. So typical, add some protein or an egg to each of these meals and she'd be a whole lot healthier. So now we have what I eat in a day, anorexia recovery.
But I don't sleep enough without you, and I can't eat enough without you. If you don't speak, does that mean we're through? Don't like sneaky shit that you do. But I don't sleep enough without you.
All right, well, we'll go through it a second time and see if we could. It's a little fast. Look, it's just like a standard American diet, kind of, with some healthy food thrown in there. She doesn't have enough protein, and she has a lot of fried and processed foods. So I don't really have much to comment on the standard American diet or what she's eating because we know what the downsides of that are. However, I will say that if someone is recovering from anorexia or really just coming off of any diet, the only way to truly be healthy is to increase the animal protein content in the diet. That will satiate all cravings if you have enough quality food, and then you just want to focus on good, organic, homemade stuff as the bulk of your diet, not eating out and having all these fried foods and stuff. Working mom, what I eat in a day?
Here is what I eat in a day as a busy working mom.
Tap water straight to the dome. Coffee straight to the adrenals.
I make this green smoothie every single day.
Goitrogen straight to the thyroid.
Just a little.
Athletic greens straight to the thyroid. I mean, we've spoken enough trash about green smoothies.
Just spent the morning filming a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm starving. It's lunchtime. Let's make something quick.
You wouldn't have to put as much makeup on your face if you actually had some healthy animal protein and collagen in your diet. Okay, we got some eggs, toast, avocado. It's always the avocado, dog. Red cabbage. Pomegranate seeds. All right, so not really a fan of avocado. Eggs on toast I can always get behind. Throw some bacon in there, throw some more starch in there, hash browns, that's great. A lot of these foods that people think are healthy aren't healthy, which is kind of ironic, but that's how, the people that control the media want us to actually not be healthy. So generally, if you think something's unhealthy or healthy, you can almost always reverse those roles and just get a high quality version of the food and you'll be good to go. So exclude the pomegranate, the avocado, the red cabbage nonsense. I mean, sauerkraut might be okay, but not for breakfast.
All right, time to go take this to the living room and watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so she's got what looks like mashed potatoes and beef, which, I mean, steak and potatoes, guys, healthiest meal you could have. I've said that before, but that might not be potatoes. That might be like mashed cauliflower or something because she didn't say. And just omit the carrots. There's no reason to have carrots.
Here is what I eat in a day as a...
Oh, that was it. Okay. So this is overall a pretty healthy diet with the exception of the green smoothie. So if she just had oatmeal or something normal in the morning, I think she'd feel a lot better and be a lot healthier. And maybe she could have a little more animal protein as well just for the collagen, some more beef in there. But I can't complain about this one. People really need to get the idea that vegetables are healthy out of their head. That's one of the biggest problems in the health sphere. People think vegetables are healthy and that grains are bad, but we're working on it, boys. Girl who eats whatever she wants. I like this one.
What I eat in a day is a girl who eats whatever the falafel she wants. We started today with some cereal. They call this Crusli, hilariously, which is supposed to be like Crunchly Muesli. It's granola. It's oats and chocolate and stuff in it.
Isn't granola supposed to be crunchy inherently? Kind of weird marketing angle.
And it was delicious. Had it with some banana and some soy milk and a little double espresso afterwards.
I mean, soy milk and coffee, you know, not the best way to start your day. Little bit of estrogen, little bit of adrenal stress.
Lunchtime, we had some leftover soup because that's what we have almost all the time here. It's one of my favorite things in the world. This was a carrot, potato, and lentil soup that I had with some extra black pepper.
So off the bat, diet is lacking protein. At least she's having some cheese with this anti-nutrient soup and some bread with it as well. So maybe it's not that bad.
Boil a baguette and a little bit of cheese.
If she just had the baguette and the cheese without the soup, that'd actually be a healthy meal. Caloric density, animal nutrition, can't complain.
I can't remember the kind of cheese, but very, very good. I ate some more afterwards that I didn't film. Francesco asked if I
Yeah, of course you're eating blocks of cheese because you don't have any animal protein in your diet.
to go for a spritz, so we did. I ate both of these bowls of crisps by myself, plus all the olives.
Look, potato chips and an alcoholic drink, you know, I mean, yeah, they're fried in vegetable seed oils, but, you know, potatoes are very, very healthy. So if we kind of ignore the vegetable seed oil part and having a drink even once a day is not that bad if you're overall metabolically healthy and your diet's good, but her diet's not high enough in animal protein so far.
And on the way home, we passed the kebab shop, so I got a falafel kebab, and it was...
So she seems to be like vegetarian, at least, leaning towards vegan. Falafel is just like chickpeas blended up, and there's also some green stuff in there, so the anti-nutrient content is high. And again, no animal protein.
Really, really good. In the evening, I made this tres leches cake for a video I'm doing for my YouTube channel, and it was absolutely delicious. That's...
Maybe she did a vegan cake. Maybe there's eggs and butter in there, but you can always tell these people are craving animal protein or caloric density if they don't have it in their diet. And whether they film themselves on camera eating it or not, they are getting it. So this is actually really misleading. This is very misleading. I find it hard to believe if she was eating whatever she wanted from an objective point of view that, you know, she wouldn't have animal protein in the diet. I think this is what, like, she thinks is healthy and that she thinks is going to make her look and feel good, but obviously she's restricting herself despite trying to convince everyone she's eating what she wants. All right, now we have realistic what I eat in a day. Let's see how realistic it is.
I used to be obsessed with food and exercise, but now I just eat whatever I want because life's so much fuller without food rules. I had an avocado toast for breakfast.
When people are obsessed with eating healthy and killing it at the gym, they usually don't have enough caloric density to look good. So if you actually just ate what you wanted and worked out a lot, you'll be like a thick baddie. So you got to have the right attitude in both realms.
Breakfast, always with a drizzle of honey and a Japanese sweet potato and some protein cookie dough for breakfast, dessert, and for lunch, my family.
She's kind of a mess, but she's going a little fast. So let's just restart that.
I used to be obsessed with food and exercise, but now I just eat whatever I want because life's so much fuller.
I mean, have we seen a day of eating with avocado toast at this point? Like, I've spoken enough about avocado toast. Should I really repeat myself? I mean, the berries and the yam, more anti-nutrients, so like...
Without food rules. I had an avocado toast for breakfast, always with a drizzle of honey.
Oh, wait, that's a white sweet potato, so maybe not as bad.
Cookie dough for breakfast, dessert.
Maybe your breakfast isn't fulfilling enough. Maybe you're not digesting the high anti-nutrient avocado and yams, so you have to make a protein cookie dough. It's a little silly. I'm not a fan of protein powders. We did videos on it before. You know, the chemicals they add to it, the synthetic flavors. We don't know exactly what else is in there, but it's probably low quality ingredients.
For lunch, my family has been addicted to this kale tahini salad. Like, oh my god, I could eat this every day.
Kale tahini salad sounds very vegan. Downsides of being vegan: high volume foods, lots of agrochemicals, lots of omega-6 inflammatory fats. Overall, not good for you.
This looks slay. And there's chickpeas and sweet potato and craisins and avocado and pistachios. Really
slay with that salad, queen. Oh my god, I can't. I think there's a little bit of mental illness when people use those words. But hey, look, it's okay as long as they're productive members of society, but most of them are not.
You can just throw in whatever you want and it'll still end up tasting amazing. The pistachios, though, are essential. At least there's some yogurt. In this bowl.
I mean, I feel like a broken record when I have to repeat myself on, why vegetables are bad, why fruits are bad, why certain things are bad. But, when you go organic, it changes the game a lot. When everything's completely organic and there is no agrochemical concerns, the only thing that might be usually bad is the higher water content food, which is typically vegetables.
For my daily yogurt bowl, I went out on a sushi date with my friend and they gave us free deep fried wontons. And this is my first deep fried wonton experience and it was a taste explosion. I then ate an infinite amount.
People think sushi's healthy, but to me, the fish and the conventional rice both have their downsides. If the rice isn't organic, it's chock full of pollutants and arsenic. And the water they use to make the rice is usually fluoridated, chlorinated tap water. And then the sushi, just fish is so polluted now.
And shrimp
We did a
heads,
recent
and we ended
video
off
on
the night
fish
by
pollution.
sharing a bubble tea.
I personally avoid fish unless it's like caviar or cod or something, and I still won't have it that often. And if you're not metabolically healthy, if you have any degree of liver damage, you try eating like tuna or some of the more polluted ocean fish, then you're not going to feel so good.
Some cake and the most delicious macaroons ever. Not only is my body happily full, but really so is my mind and my heart. Honestly, healing your relationship with food and your
I mean, I don't know why she called this healthy when she's kind of
body is so worth it. Trust me, because I used to
like she's having these desserts. So to me, from like a conventional wisdom perspective in her head, you wouldn't assume she thinks it's healthy. But outside of the protein cookie dough and the cake for dessert, like from that conventional perspective, it's healthy. But to me, enjoying yourself once in a while for a calorically dense food is fine. It's just, people have to go higher quality with the organic foods and kind of shy away from the vegetables a little bit. I guess we haven't checked out any comments today. Yeah, so she has a lot of support. People like her because she's kind of genuine with what she eats. This girl, same thing. These people are approachable. They're nice. They're not too dogmatic about what they're eating. This girl doesn't have as many comments. Kind of like a more casual day of eating. And this one, these people are supporting her because at least she's eating food now instead of being anorexic and starving herself. And then the first one, which was the vegan, probably got a few brainwashed morons. But that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this day of eating review, had a little bit of fun. But thank you guys for joining me. You can go to frank-stefano.com if you'd like to support me through all of my businesses. Outside of that, guys, please drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and check that notification bell, and we'll see you guys soon.